born a slave, living with a crippled leg, and yet becoming one of the most influential philosophers of all time. This was the life of Epictetus. Discover the inspiring story of how Epictetus overcame adversity to become a renowned philosopher, whose teachings continue to impact lives today.
Epictetus. Born into the shackles of slavery and bound by the limitations of a crippled leg, Epictetus emerged as a remarkable figure who defied the odds stacked against him. Today on the Radio Wisdom channel, we are setting sail on a thought-provoking expedition into the enigmatic world of the ancient Stoic philosopher, Epictetus. Join us on this captivating odyssey as we navigate through the labyrinth of Epictetus's philosophical reflections, unraveling the intricacies of his teachings and uncovering the profound truths that lie beneath the surface. Epictetus started his life in an area now recognized as Turkey in about 55 AD, but destiny had a different story to write. His early life was spent in Rome, not as a free man, but as a slave. In 93 AD, Epictetus was granted freedom and began to study philosophy. From this point of servitude, his journey towards becoming a renowned Stoic philosopher took off. After being expelled from Rome, when Emperor Domitian disallowed philosophers, Epictetus began anew in Greece, where he established his school and made an unfading imprint on the world of philosophy. Here's where it gets interesting. Epictetus never personally documented his teachings. The wisdom we regard as Epictetus's today is sourced from the notes taken by Arrian, one of his students. Arrian's works, titled as Discourses of Epictetus and the Enchiridion, provide us with a glimpse into the teachings of Epictetus. Life was a string of challenges for Epictetus. Born into slavery with a lame leg, Epictetus had a rough start in life, but that didn't stop him from becoming one of the greatest Stoic philosophers of all time. Epictetus rose above his circumstances and became a respected philosopher known for his teachings on Stoicism. Epictetus is famous for his timeless reminder, "What is not up to me?" Sounds simple, right? Well, there's actually some deep wisdom packed into that little phrase. See, what Epictetus was getting at is that we should focus our energy on the things we can actually control, like our actions and attitudes. Imagine being a slave in the bustling city of Rome during the 1st century. You'd see the grandeur of the Roman Empire all around you, the impressive architecture, the bustling markets, and the lively streets filled with people from all walks of life. Living in Rome as a slave during this time period would have been a mix of hardship and wonder. His early life was spent in the service of Epictetus, a wealthy secretary to Emperor Nero. Despite his circumstances, Epictetus showed an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. His master, recognizing this, allowed him to study under the Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus, yet another Stoic philosopher, known for his progressive belief that women are equally capable of philosophical training as men, a belief that likely shaped Epictetus' teachings. Epictetus' life took a significant turn when he was granted freedom following Nero's death. It was then that he began to shape the philosophical landscape with his teachings. The harsh realities of Epictetus' life as a slave and his physical disability profoundly influenced his philosophy. His teachings often dwell on the idea of acceptance and the power of the mind over external circumstances. Epictetus believed that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we have absolute control over how we respond. This philosophy, born out of his personal experiences, became a cornerstone of Stoicism. Regardless of his humble beginnings and the struggles he faced, Epictetus' journey from slavery to philosophical greatness is a testament to the power of the human spirit. It reminds us that it's not our circumstances that define us, but how we respond to them. So what is the legacy that left behind? Epictetus, although didn't leave behind any writings himself, but his ideas have totally stood the test of time. His teachings are like a breath of fresh air in a world that can sometimes feel so suffocating with all the negativity and drama. He is all about kindness, compassion, and helping others, which is like exactly what we need in a world that can sometimes feel so harsh, negative, and divided. Epictetus was basically telling us to not stress about things we cannot change, and instead focus on how we choose to handle it. His philosophy have found relevance in the modern world, touching upon various aspects of life from personal development to leadership principles. Also, his teaching and ideas have even made their way into modern psychotherapy, specifically cognitive behavioral therapy. Epictetus's wisdom wasn't just limited to his own teachings, it also found its way into the world of literature and art, sparking creativity and inspiration. Epictetus, despite being born a slave and living with a crippled leg, rose above his circumstances, leaving behind an enduring legacy of wisdom that continues to inspire and guide. His timeless wisdom and Stoic principles have transcended cultural boundaries and captured the hearts and minds of people from all walks of life. Epictetus, a man of humble origins, left an indelible mark on the world with his profound wisdom and teachings. He didn't just skim the surface of philosophy, he immersed himself in it, living and breathing its principles. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, was not just a teacher, but a humble guide who left a lasting impact on his students and the generations to come. Epictetus was also known for his simplicity and modest lifestyle. Despite his fame, he never sought wealth or luxury. He lived in a small, humble house and owned very few possessions. He believed that a good life could be achieved through inner peace and acceptance of the world as it is, not through material wealth or societal status. Epictetus was not just another face in the crowd. He stood out among his peers as a figure of wisdom and insight. Epictetus was more than just a respected figure in his local community. He was practically a living legend. He was never married and had no children, but he adopted a child whom he found abandoned, demonstrating his commitment to virtuous action. The circumstances of Epictetus's death are not well documented. However, it is believed that he died in Nicopolis in 135 AD at a ripe old age. But the legacy of his teachings lives on, serving as a guiding light for all those who seek wisdom and enlightenment. His life was a true embodiment of the principles he preached, serving as a living example that it is indeed possible to thrive and find fulfillment in the face of any adversity. His life story is a testament to the power of resilience and self-discipline. His teachings continue to resonate with us today, reminding us of the power of acceptance, the importance of virtue, and the potential for inner peace amidst the chaos of life. As we wrap up our study of Epictetus, let's keep his teachings in mind. When it comes to dealing with life's curveballs, it's all about how we tackle them. It's like that saying about how we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. So, let's aim to take a step back, breathe, and approach challenges with a level head. If you found this in-depth analysis of Epictetus's life and teachings intriguing and want to learn more about Stoicism, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, we would love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to drop a comment below if you found this information helpful. Your feedback is important to us, as it helps us understand what content resonates and how we can continue to provide value. If you're curious about Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, these awesome Stoic philosophers and historical figures, check out our other videos. Thanks so much for catching today's episode on the Radio Wisdom channel. Until then, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep seeking out new discoveries.